No, I quit. I absolutely failed. I completely backed out. I quit. I closed down 5 side hustles that I quit. But you shouldn't necessarily write them off so quickly. So here's the deal. I'm committed to making you as much money as possible in different side hustles, both active revenue streams, semi-passive revenue streams, app-based work on the road and at home. I want you to make as much as possible. So even though I tried these side hustles and I'll be honest with you, completely bombed, doesn't mean, again, you should write it off. Number 1, custom t-shirts. I luckily don't have like 900 of these printed out. And in my opinion, that's the way to do it. In the tech age, I'm not a fan of just printing out like 800, 500 units and carrying inventory and doing the logistics. I mean, especially at home. I'm not a fan of that. I would do like what we did with this, drop shipping. You can use Shopify or other drop shipping websites. And that, in this case, item, t-shirt, whatever it is, it's not printed until a sale's made. Now, in my opinion, the reason why my wonderful Your Driver Mike side hustle t-shirts with the driven on the back and our logo on the front didn't fly off the shelves is because unless someone's super tied to the brand, because this is what it is, Your Driver Mike, the brand, unless someone's super tied to that brand, they're not going to buy it just because of a brand. So what brands will we buy and where? Like sports teams, bands, stuff like that. So I don't think everyone's the data showed people aren't clamoring to buy my brand. So if you have a business and you're just sticking your logo on something that might not convert more than something that actually provides value. So I tried this. I tried selling on Redbubble and creating a graphic for a t-shirt that provided some value, that hit a note with our demographic. It said side hustle full focus, as in like, I don't know, the wordplay of side hustle, like not a full-time hustle, but I'm fully focused. Well, as you can imagine, that sold 1 unit. But if you can create something that's either really unique, and in my opinion, where I failed was, I kind of made these graphics really quickly. If you can get a good graphic designer, you can make something funny, especially maybe novelty t-shirts, or something that's really artistic that someone really would like to wear, then I think custom t-shirts can be a good side hustle. And if you're a brand, you better have a pretty good tie-in. Number 2, charging Lime scooters. Yes, I did this in San Diego, California. I was using a hatchback, a Dodge Caliber, which was nice because if you don't know, by the way, those on-demand electric scooters, you scan it, you can ride it for a little bit and it's built on your phone, all of that. Well, they need charged overnight. So the pool of independent contractors, again, I was in San Diego at the time, Lime would pay you like upwards of $7 or more to charge each scooter. Well, that payout dropped over time to, $6, $5, $4. And I quit this side hustle, really threefold. Number 1, decreasing pay. Look, folks, this comes down to a cost-benefit analysis. And even a scooter company themselves, Bird, stopped using independent contractors, at least on the micro level. Now you have to run a whole fleet. The pay decreasing, I had to load them in my Caliber, take them to the house, put them in the garage, charge them, wake up super early the next morning, drop them off by 7 a.m. And problem number 2 was I just did not have the space. I didn't have the space in the Dodge Caliber. I think I could fit maybe 8. And you can imagine a waist-high scooter and then the bottom base and trying to maneuver these large machines, in essence, into my hatchback vehicle. So the reason I quit, again, pay was decreasing and I just didn't have a large enough vehicle. So again, I would look at Lime juicing, and to my knowledge, Lime still brings on independent contractor juicers. If you have a truck or a cargo van, and obviously make sure the pay makes sense. You're not getting like $3 a scooter. Otherwise, I wouldn't even do it. And then really the other factor was I was moving out of California. I'm here back in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we don't even have Lime scooters here. We have the Uber-owned spin scooters, but again, not using micro-level independent contractors. Listen to this. Number 3, the side hustle that I quit. And drop a like on this video if you appreciate what we do here, helping you make money in different side hustles. Consider subscribing. And by the way, quick plug, get the best accessories for any of these side hustles in our Amazon storefront, link down below. Number 3 was eBay selling, and this is super popular. This is why I don't think you should quit just because I quit. In fact, you should look at selling on sites like eBay and Mercari. And frankly, you can just use it as a digital garage sale. I mean, the stuff you have left over. I do sell on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace, and I've sold things there, and that's more locally. Otherwise, you have to pay the fee if you want to ship nationally. And my only problem with eBay selling was, frankly, the fees. And again, there's gonna be fees if you're selling nationally on, let's say, OfferUp, let's say. And of course, there's shipping, but I had the whole thing. I had the shipping bags, I had the labels, and I would go to the post office, and basically I was just selling stuff. And I mean, even anecdotally here, my brother, Matt, my twin brother, would flip board games for an impressive profit, actually, if you can believe it. So I do think there's a good opportunity there, but the thing with eBay, Mercari selling is please really look at the numbers, especially for shipping. Number 4, because I'm straight up honest with you and I'm going to say it, I completely tanked on this one as well, and I quit, was a second YouTube channel. Here, my name is Mike. I help you make money in different side hustles. That's all we do. But I got to tell you, in my opinion, one of the best, like overall side hustles that kind of gets ignored because it is a lot of work, is monetizing on social. So I wanted to help, viewers like you, our audience, make money monetizing a YouTube channel. Going back to my twin brother, Matt, he has his own channel, Frunk to Trunk. Go check it out. I helped him to get monetized really quickly and start earning hundreds of dollars a month by following the best practices. So I wanted to do that for you and also create a second revenue stream with a second channel that was also monetized. That's ran into the problem of scalability. Now, if I had a whole team, and this is a good time to mention this, we are hiring video editors. So if you're an editor, shoot us an email at hello@yourdrivermike.com. But scalability. So to manage a second channel with even more content, I mean, I'd have to film more content. Who's going to edit that content? I would need a staff to do that. And I'll give you a good example. I mean, a massive YouTuber that I follow, Doug DeMuro, covering the car industry, car reviews. He had a second channel, More Doug DeMuro, and just from a business aspect, and I'll agree with this here. I mean, even for me as a business strategy alone, it kind of does make more sense to really focus on the one channel. And the 5th side hustle that, I completely quit. And this was years ago. And here's the thing. This one might be the most proven roadmap to success in building out a business here. So listen to this. Is selling on a Fiverr. So a contractor for most anything. You can teach piano lessons on there. You can be a voiceover artist, a graphic designer, a movie editor. You can contract almost anything out on Fiverr. You can build an absolute real business doing some real numbers selling on Fiverr. So again, I'll be honest with you. So get this, like years and years ago, here's what I sold. So I started my side hustle here in Pittsburgh 2015 with rideshare. So I was selling the best tips and tricks on how to drive for rideshare, basically. So I was like, hey, buy this gig. It was for like $5 or $10, and I'll give you the 10 best tips and tricks for driving for Uber and Lyft. Now, it sounds kind of funny thinking back on it, but actually that is an okay product, but in my opinion, maybe the wrong medium, maybe especially at the time. So I'm a big fan of digital products, and digital products like, PDF downloads, courses. We have a course, by the way, Mastering Delivery, in my opinion, the best course to master food delivery platforms. Check it out, yourdrivermind.com/delivery. But with those, you do the front end work. And yes, there's work. You want to do it right. Do your research and really have true knowledge you can sell to help out people in your space. But it wasn't put together cleanly. I didn't have a nice PDF. I certainly didn't have a whole video course like Mastering Delivery. So again, if you have something to sell, even a course, it's okay. Look at Fiverr, but of course, follow the best practices so you can make the most money. So yep, I'm a quitter, but that is completely okay. Listen, folks, you gotta try things to, number one, see what works, to learn from mistakes, to see what you even like. Because I could be killing it on like Fiverr, but if it's not my thing, if I'm not really passionate about it, it's gonna come through eventually. So let me know what you think about these 5 side hustles. What's the best one? If you had to pick one, and maybe some of these are new to give you some ideas, again, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you a part of the team here. But which one? Which one do you like here? And hey, speaking of liking, if you did like the video, drop a like. It does help out the channel. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.